I just switched this video over to 4K, right? And I really can see the lack of double chins now. I mean, also, I got rid of the face fuzz. I've been kind of growing it without realizing it for the last week or so. So I just hopped out of the shower and my face is all nice and clean and defluffed, right? But I've now got this thing here, right? Where the fat's disappearing and it's starting to contour to stuff underneath. Look, look. Yeah, that's exactly how a video should start, Alan. Wonderful. So this is week 39 of me being on Mounjaro GLP-1. I started in January this year and I weighed in yesterday at 21 stone 6 pounds, which is basically over 5.5 stone down. Now I'm feeling good. I can see it now. For a very, very long time, no matter how much people were saying, you know, oh, you're losing weight, you know, no matter how long, I couldn't really see it. And once again, maybe it's something that I need to work on with a therapist, but I can see it now. I can clearly see the difference. I think it's because in my head, I've always had that specific body shape, no matter what. Even when I was a kid, I was stocky. And now that consistently now from week to week to week to week to month, I'm losing weight, my mind's eye still sees me as me. You know those mornings when you look in the mirror and, oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is that? Those are kind of burned into my brain. So there's been very few days over the last 5-6 years where I've looked in the mirror and gone, yeah, Alan looks good today. But this year I've been having more of those yeah moments, which then finally starts to outbalance the bad opinion of myself in my head. So now I can look in the mirror and I can see the differences. I can be nicer to myself. I'm not hopping on the scales and having a go at myself if it goes up, because if it goes up, then it goes up, right? Because I know in the long run that it's going down. For a long time, I was hovering around about 21 stone 10, 21 stone 11. I've had this same discussion every 3 to 4 weeks or whatever on this channel, on these updates, that I hit a certain level, I plateau, I worry, am I going to go up? Am I going to go down? Is that it? Is it over? And truly, like, it's hard to nail this kind of thing. Like, you've got to remember, in my case, that I've basically put on half a stone every year for the last 5-6 years, right? Maybe even more some years. So over the course of those years, I've tried and I've gone up and I've gone down, but aggregate wise, I've gone up. So in my head, although I've lost 5.5 stone this year, my brain's still like, yeah, but is it going to stick? And I honestly do believe it's going to stick. Like, long-term things may change, right? But I can't imagine losing 5.5 stone this year and rebounding and gaining 4.5 stone over the course of a month. It's not going to fucking happen, right? I have to take a little bit of responsibility going forward that I never go above like a certain weight ever again, or if I do, I make conscious decisions to make a change and stick to it. And now I've found something that truly does work. I've had this discussion time and time again, and maybe you've had this yourself, where you go on a diet, you lose a stone, 2 or 3, right? And then you have a bad week and it goes up 2 or 3 pounds. And at that point, you tip the bath out and the baby out with the bath water. And you're like, oh, fuck it, I knew it could work, right? I've lost 3 stone, but it's gone up 2 pounds. Fucking that's it. And then you put that 3 stone back on over the next 6 to 8, 10 months, whatever it happens to be. With these jabs, I don't have that emotional trigger. I trust myself and the medication that I'm going to do better week to week, month to month. I've had the odd occasion where I've stepped on the scales and I've gone up by 1 pound or 2, but I know in my head and I know in my body that that's just a short-term thing. It's fine, right? Even if I'm plateauing, and the longest I've ever plateaued is like 3-4 weeks. But I know in the long run that if I keep eating sensibly, then it will go down over time. Like, it's mathematically impossible to eat less than a maintenance-based calorie intake and not lose weight, because that's science. If your body burns 2,500 calories and you're eating 1,800, 2,000 calories, in which you're not even feeling hungry within those because you just, right? Then you're losing 300, 400, 500 calories a day And as noted before, a pound's worth of weight is around about 3,500 calories of unburnt or burnt calories, depending, right? So 500 calories in deficit 7 days a week. That's a pound. 1 pound's worth of weight loss every week. And if I could go back to Alan 2 years ago and go like, right, you're guaranteed to lose a pound a week, I would have snapped your hand off and gone for it. As it is, I'm above that, like 39 weeks, and I'm about 80 pounds down. So I've still got, what, 6 weeks until the end of the year, 7 weeks till the end of the year. And I'm still feeling motivated. I'm still feeling positive. And I think that's truly the benefit of these jabs. That and the fact that being able to stand in the mirror and finally go, yeah, finally be proud of what's in front of me. Now, am I a supermodel? No. Will I ever be a supermodel? No. But wow, what a difference over the course of this year. And there's still a lot of potential. I hope that I can rewatch this video in 12 months' time and see as much difference then as I've seen between now and January. And we'll see, won't we? Hopefully you'll still be sticking around. If you've been watching this for a while and you're not subscribed, shame on you. Hit that subscribe button. But yeah, it's my birthday in about 8 days. And I hit the grand old age of 41. And I promised myself at the age of 40 that, right, it's time to sort your shit out. And I gave myself until the end of the year to kind of, do Christmas, right? Do my research. It was right about this time last year that I started looking into GLP-1s. And I think this year's been fantastic for me. It's been a real life-changing experience. Now, I'm still going to be on the medication through my birthday. I'm still going to be on the medication through Christmas and into New Year. But I've treated myself. I'm going to see Jim Jeffries this weekend coming. One of my favourite comedians. I'm going to go with my best mate. It's going to be some nice lads time. I don't drink, so it's not like I'm going to go out and bash a load of beers. But it's this time last year, I would have been very self-conscious about being the fat dude at the front of a stand-up comedian gig. I would have worried that, okay, yeah, but like, are the chairs going to be comfortable? And am I going to be sat in one of those pews where I feel like this? What am I going to wear? Am I going to be pulling a t-shirt down all the time? Am I going to be too hot? Am I going to be sweaty? Am I not a single fuck given. Now, I feel comfortable. It's these little wins, and I'm really looking forward to it. So, yeah. How are you doing? How is your weight loss journey going? Are you seeing the changes? Can you see them, right? Are you able to see your own? And do you understand the whole kind of stop panicking over 2 or 3 pounds going up when you're going to be on this jab for months, years, and it's the long tail kind of thing? I'm Alan. I'm losing it. I'm trimming the facial fuzz. Are you? Boop.